Well, howdy there, Internet people. It's Belle again. So today, we're going to talk about Marjorie Taylor Greene, the weather, G.I. Joe, and a tweet y'all aren't going to believe was made by a sitting member of Congress. Look, I know we've all known Representative Greene has some unorthodox views for a long time. I know you think that nothing can surprise you anymore when it comes to the things that surface on her social media. But I think today I might have something that could even surprise most of y'all. People who have heard her described for years, not by her name, but by the phrase Space Laser Lady. Okay, so are you ready? Here's the tweet from the sitting member of the U.S. House of Representatives. She said, quote, "Yes, they can control the weather. It's ridiculous for anyone to lie and say it can't be done." That's right. At a time when parts of the United States, to include the state she's supposed to represent, is reeling from a hurricane that has caused more human loss than any U.S. hurricane since Katrina. She's out there spreading conspiracy theories about those people controlling the weather. You know, my dogs are all named after bad guys from G.I. Joe, to include a husky named Destro. Because of that, I know all the lore of G.I. Joe. I never thought a U.S. representative would be posting about the irresistible power of nature itself. I actually pictured her cackling about the weather dominator. What's interesting to me is that not only does she seem to believe that they, whoever they are, have something like the weather dominator, but that they have chosen to unleash it against the United States to... What exactly is the motive here? Oh, that's right. I haven't told you about the other tweet she made earlier yet. It says, quote, "This is a map of hurricane-affected areas with an overlay of electoral map by political party. Shows how hurricane devastation could affect the election." You catch that? She certainly seems to believe that they use the weather dominator to somehow influence the election. That's right, folks. They controlled the weather to influence the election. It's not the probability of major hurricanes has increased over the last 40 years, like that study that came out in May says. It's the weather dominator. It's not the warmer water in the ocean, like NASA said. It's they. This is where we're at, people. The Republican Party is now recycling plot devices from 1980s children's cartoons. And they're not even doing it well. At least Destro and Baroness had a plan. Let's be clear on something. The weather is not being controlled to influence the elections. What's happening is the elections are electing those controlled by an anti-education mindset, and the votes they make are influencing the weather. You're going to see more and more extreme weather. It's not because Destro and Baroness got the weather dominator working for they. It's because many elected officials in the U.S. refuse to lead the world into a transition to cleaner energies or do anything about emissions. Anyway, it's just a thought. Y'all have a good day.